Mad Dabs. It's gonna be Mad Dabs. There it is. He's just gone and done it.
Sorry, I've got to fix that up. Keep going. Far away.
Lorena is the game master. Off you go, mate.
Yeah, it's because
Lorena.
It's because Jay stepped out, and now it's
Take it away. Give us the intro.
now it's moved it all around on me.
Hi, hello, we're all assholes. Welcome.
That's the spirit.
Not too far off the truth.
Gotta
Roll
tell it like
assholes.
it is, guys.
We roll virtual dice. Welcome.
Yeah, boy. That's the spirit.
Done.
Cool. G'day everyone, I'm Jay. I'll be your DM for yet another thrilling episode of 20s for Days, the show where five dickheads get together and roll virtual dice and roleplay like beasts. Joining me tonight, as usual, will be my lovely crew. We'll get you guys to quickly introduce yourselves yet again, and then we'll crack straight on into the game. We'll start with Mr. Nathan.
Hi, I'm Nathan, and I'm playing the Butcher tonight. A wrestling toy it's like an adjacent WWE wrestling toy, off-brand from Big W, and then I just hit things with a steel chair.
Cool. Addy.
I am Reddy Tuxpan, an old, grizzled, been around the room bear that can play music.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Brenna.
Hi, I'm Teddy. I'm a Teddy. I got my squeaky hammer, and I got my cardboard sword, and I'm a whack things. Yay!
And lastly, Jake.
I am Chip. I am a potato head. I have multiple limbs that I use to hit and shoot people with.
Awesome intros. Okay, so as some of you may be aware, we are currently going through a bit of an off-season for the Spelljammer campaign, and I've stepped in to DM my own little creation here, which is titled Underbed, as you probably would have seen on the title cards before. So last week, we started off the mini-series here. Theodore Braveheart was welcomed into the bedroom by the three unofficially licensed protectors of the toy world. Reddy Tuxpan, an aging bear with a few days left before retirement and one hell of a music library in his bum bag. Chip, a plastic potato, as you've heard, with many disguises. And we've also got the Butcher, Z-grade Wrestling League runner-up with an Irish brogue and a penchant for hitting things with his fold-up accessory chair. So introductions out of the way. Theodore quickly imprinted on her child owner Cecilia and was brought before the Council of Ursa Day by her mentor, self-proclaimed mentor, Reddy Tuxpan. There she was sworn in as a member of the Council of Ursa Day, the Order of Ursa Day, which is a long-running mystical group of warrior teddy bears who protect children from whatever wish them harm in return for the promise of paradise beyond in the garage. The group were then quickly thrust into an ongoing feud between the toys of Billy, Cecilia's brother, and the little girl's room when an incursion of Ninjago figurines set upon an unsuspecting Barbie doll during a panty raid. The fight was over quickly, and despite the awesome Eye of the Tiger soundtrack provided by Tuxpan, and the Butcher raging and giving it his all, ultimately it was the starchy skills of Chip that saved the damsel from a fate worse than death.
What's it mean?
She was very thankful of this and led you to the hidden toy alley, playtime alley behind the chest, or the toy chest, where amongst the other businesses and edifices, erected there, you found Doc Ops Surgery. There you met and were offered treatment from the painfully incompetent Operation Board Game, but refused, instead learning through conversation that Barbie and her on-again, off-again beau, Ken, had been having a little bit of personal drama. This obviously set off a few alarm bells in your moral compasses, and you set off across the floor to rectify the issue with Ken. Chip, however, remained with Barbie by her side as the doc treated her wounds from the Raiden Ninjago attack. Once you reached Ken's Digs, which is the Barbie dream house, you found him to be short of breath and unable to get his story straight. Butcher quickly set upon him in order to give him a message. That message was well and truly received, resulting in Ken laying limp on the floor with his legs bent backwards and a half-naked Raggedy Ann doll running from the premises screaming. The night soon came and Cecilia returned to her bedroom ready for bed. She cuddled into the sheets with Theodore, who quickly fell asleep. This was, of course, a big fault in her stars for the first night on the job. Everyone else also fell asleep, save for Butcher, who was patrolling the confines of the bedroom, alert and still spoiling for a fight. During the night, he heard a strange noise from under the bed, and unwilling to go into the darkness beneath the frame alone, like coward, he climbs onto the mattress in order to wake up Teddy. Teddy rises from his slumber, and before either of them can sort of explain the situation, a cruel-shaped barb flies through the air and sticks into the bed head just beside Cecilia's sleeping face. There's a guttural noise from beneath the bed frame, and they see a monstrous blob of flesh and claws and tentacles emerging from the darkness under the bed. The Butcher leaps into action, diving off the bed, using two thumbtacks dug into the bedpost, slowing his descent down until he's on the floor, face to face with the beastie. And that is where we left it last week. Will the monster from under the bed be defeated tonight? Will Tuxpan reach his retirement in the garage? Will Ken ever walk again?
No to all of them.
You want another burger, Dad?
Maybe. Okay. So, Butcher.
Yes.
You were running towards the creature from under the bed. Its slimy, gelatin-like body is shifting and slapping around like oil through water. It's gripping against the bottom of the bedpost with these long, fleshy tentacles that sprout from all these unexpected places about its malignant form. It bristles with yellow and green barbs across its back, and a pink-hued claw drags behind it like a scorpion's tail. There's slack-lidded eyes covering its body, and they all snap in your direction as you broadcast your charge with a scream. It shifts its unnatural form off the bedpost and seems to split open at the waist. And between the parted flesh of its abdomen comes this guttural reek. And you see its beak agape amidst several rings of needle-sharp teeth. Roll for initiative.
Bam, bam, bam.
Oh, right.
It's a strong 9.
That is a strong 9, my friend. Okay, he also rolled a 9. So, what is your... Fuck, how do we do this?
Dex modifier.
Dex modifier is... down somewhere else. Excuse me just a sec. +2, so that's a 6. What's yours?
Mine's +0.
Okay. Why did I say 6? That's 11. Okay. He attacks first. He lunges out at you. And where's that? So he lunges out at you with his tentacle. And he hits with his tentacle. And that deals you 7 + 2 is 9 points of slashing damage. You feel the suction cups grip onto you. The tentacle just rakes down across your chest. Blood spurts from the wounds. In addition, he also attacks with his beak. But he misses.
So that's just fucking shite. Alright. This is my turn.
It is your turn.
Alright. First thing I'm going to do, because I think I forgot to do it last week, is fucking rage. No, I'm not
Very
going to fucking rage. Next thing I'm going to do is get out my steel chair and go ham. I'm a whale on him.
Okay.
Are you ready for this, you big fucking squid thing? Fucking cop that. Cop a 20. 20 to hit.
Yep, that most definitely hits, and you deal him 12 points of bludgeoning damage across his morphing, shifting face. Just jelly of his skin just smears across and then it snaps back into place.
I'm also going to frenzy. I'm going to be so exhausted after this. I'd cop this. Take that, 21 to hit.
That definitely hits, and again you deal him 8 points of damage. Your chair butts upwards and smashes it under the chin, or whatever its chin could be considered to be, considering its shifting form. At this stage, there is another horrifying shriek as it recoils, its leprous-looking form splitting in two halves now. And now each miniature version of itself is snarling and just lashing out at you with its tentacles, both of them reeking at you in anger. And from there, they will attack you. So the first one will swing at you with its tentacle, but it misses. The second one again lashes out with its tentacle, and it rolls a natural one. And straight away, its tentacle reaches out for you, but it strikes against the other creature that was its former hole, and it will deal him 3 + 2, 5 points of damage. Your move, sir.
Alright, I'll focus down on one of them. The one that just got caught, that just took a hit from the idiot.
Yep.
I'll hit that one twice.
Very well, sir.
With me steel chair. Fucking got this. Well, that's an 8. That's a shite roll.
That is a shite roll. It misses completely.
And an 11. That's also a shite roll. I'm just flabbergasted.
That 11 also misses.
Just getting the early ones out, mate. Just getting the early ones out.
The two creatures.
My shoulders.
The two creatures, quickly spring at you, and they both take another swing with their many tentacles. The first one most definitely hits you, and you take 3, 6 + 2 is 8 points of damage, and again with its beak. Wait. It misses with its beak. The other lashes out with a tentacle and it misses.
Right. I'll keep trying to. Is there anyone else like around me, like trying to like? Are they hearing this? I thought Reddy Tuxpin was like nearby-ish.
Well, Teddy was up on the bed, so Teddy is aware of what's going on at this stage. But Teddy was off running to go get Reddy, who was asleep on the shelf. Oh, sorry, asleep
I meant
down by the toy box. Yes, yes. Reddy was on the ground next to the toy box, asleep there. And Chip was asleep within Playtime Alley behind the toy box.
You know what? I reckon I probably got this. I won't even call for help. I'm going to keep swinging away at this other one.
Alright, so...
The same one. The one that's already been injured a bit more.
Yep, sure.
Cop this. 14. How do you like a 14? Split monster.
Let me just check.
Fucking cop that.
Yes, 14 does hit.
Oh, take 10
And
points.
that takes 10 points of damage. This creature that you've just struck now shakes. And you see it bubbling and broiling from within, and it splits into another 2 smaller versions of itself.
Interesting. Alright, with my other attack, I'll step. And I'll belt the shit out of the idiot one.
Very well.
How's an 11 take you with a cheeky miss?
Oh, that most definitely misses. The larger of the 2 takes a swing with its tentacle, but misses. The smaller 2 will take a swing with their tentacles. 1 hits and will deal you 9 points of damage.
Holy shit.
And it will attack with the beak, which misses. The second one hits and deals 10 points of damage to you.
Not looking great. Fuck, I'm glad I raged.
That's right, because you're taking half points, aren't you?
Yeah, boy. I'd be well and truly fucked if I wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to take this opportunity at, obviously, still full strength, to disengage everything.
Right.
Shit can it back towards where Reddy was.
Okay.
No, you're not shit canning it. You're looking for the ring rope to bounce off of, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's all
So
about
you can do that.
maneuver.
You can do that. However, one of them will have a attack of advantage on you.
He's disengaging.
I'm disengaging though, so that means they shouldn't.
Yep.
That's right.
So he foregoes all attacks to be able to...
Okay, yep. Sounds like something I should know. Cool. So you do that. These 3 malignant forms start crawling towards each other now, and they T-1000 themselves back together into one disgusting looking tentacle blob, and it starts returning its gaze upwards towards the mattress and starts moving in a shifting, disgusting slop towards the bedpost.
All right. So, is
At
Reddy...
this stage, Teddy, you were atop the bed.
Yep.
Last we saw you. Yep. You were going to make your way down the pillows, I believe, and try and reach Reddy at the base of the toy box.
running as fast as I can. He's a
Okay,
big toy. He whack.
That's fine. So you have run across the floor there as Nathan was encountering this.
Who's Nathan?
Correction. Got to get
Ugly
you
baby.
changing names on the thing. Ugly Man was battling
What do you
with
mean,
this
Ugly Man?
leprous
All
form,
right.
and that's what the little girl calls you. And you just pegged it past them, heading straight for the toy box. So you actually reached the toy box before our wrestling friend does. I need you guys to change your login details so I can see your character names. This is ridiculous. Ready wakes up.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not my sugar. It requires red butlers. What? What?
Big, Hawaii toy whack.
I have a look. What's Teddy pointing at?
So you see this dark, malignant force just slopping its way up, like the Venom symbiote, I guess is the easiest way to explain it. Crawling its way and pulling its just disgusting form up the bedpost towards the bed. Its back splits open a little bit, and you hear just this guttural reek come from within as it gets closer to the mattress.
What's range of that?
Can I yeet my squeaky hammer at it?
It's a long way off. You're at the toy box, which is basically near the front door. On the as you look at it, the left-hand side of the room, looking towards the front door.
So how far away is it from us?
So now that you've run across the room, etc., it's a good 200 or so meters from the toy box to the bed.
Alright, I just start hoofing it. That's all I can do.
Okay. So you're hoofing it towards the bed?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you're both hoofing it towards the bed as you run through.
Alright, and if I see Spuddy, I'll wake Spuddy McGee up too.
Spud's in the back of the alleyway there with Barbie.
With Barbie?
I don't want to get into that one.
You cheeky bastard.
They
It's alright, Theodore. You go get him.
Okay, I'll go pelting that way then, I guess.
okay. So you run down into the alleyway there. All the lights are off. The place is quiet. You hear like soft snoring coming from various different buildings, etc. You find a small makeshift sort of lean-to building with what appears to be a drawing, like in crayon, of a glass of milk hanging above a little curtain door. You hear from within, you hear the familiar sounds of Chip, but he seems to be waking from slumber as you scream out his name.
Spuddy McGee, let's go!
Hey!
What is it?
Hello!
What is it? Says Barbie, as she drapes an arm across his starchy exterior.
Big thing. Bloop, 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 bloop. I don't have fingers, so I can't really gesture like that.
What are you doing with your paws?
It sounds serious. You should go check.
No! Help! Kill the thing! Whack the thing! Throw your shoe at it! I don't care! Anyway, this way! Shoof, off I go.
God damn it! I better get up and go.
Okay, so you get up, you follow. So you're all running across the carpet at this stage, ready, and Ugly Man, the butcher, That's what she calls you, mate. Okay, I'm having mind blanks tonight. And you guys are running. You are just about to reach the bottom of the bed, and you see this creature just slop and flop its way up onto the bottom of the mattress at the foot of the bed.
See, I ran away from it to find Reddy.
Yeah, didn't he pick you up on the way through? Or did I skip that? Sorry, my mistake. Yep. So, Reddy, as you were running through, you catch. Holy shit! This is annoying as fuck. The butcher.
There we go. It's gone and done it.
As you're running past, you catch the butcher running in the opposite direction.
Butcher!
I'm like an angry butcher. I'm like, what the fuck do you want?
You're missing
ran to get hit.
few bits of plastic
Don't fucking
there.
go that way. This thing fucked me up.
What is that?
A big fucking tentacled fucker. And it fucked me right up. Look at me. My just blood everywhere, or just maybe not blood, but
Chunks of plastic.
yeah, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. We're all fucked. I'm fucking out of here.
It's alright. Hold on a second, butcher. And I quickly pull out my little tub of super glue, and I'm just like squeeze it on a couple of his broken gappy bits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so angry.
You're pretty smashed up, aren't you?
If you looked at me, I'd look like, yeah, I'm pretty fucked.
This needs to be good. Have a 17 healing.
Jesus.
Yep. So your super glue starts to bond together and form its rock hard cohesion, and you see the plastic chips just start sort of settling back down into somewhat their original place from his frame.
I feel a lot better. Let's fucking get it! Turn around and I'm like, fucking shit cannon back the other way.
All right, so you guys are shit canning it back. You make it to the bottom of the bed there, and you just see this, tumorous thing just flop over the edge from the bedpost and disappear on top of the mattress.
Well, I was going to say, as we sort of get close to it, because I imagine that Reddy's, if Butcher's sort of, your standard wrestling figure at 6-8 inches, and Reddy's like a proper sized teddy bear. Reddy is also quite strong at 17 strength. As we get closer, I'll just sort of like grab Butcher from behind and sort of give him a leg up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, please
I'll
give
allow
me. I think I'll allow it. Please give me a. I want to say athletics check.
Yeah, it's a strong natty 20.
Yeah, you fucking vault him, mate. Like, grab him by the scruff of the neck and the fucking belt of the pants there, and just.
Was it a speedball special or something?
No, a fastball special. Yeah.
Fastball special, that's
A
it.
speedball is something else.
Speedball's alright.
Yeah, it's what Reddy plants in Ken's house.
Okay, so yeah, you fucking fly up over this bed frame.
Oop, overshot it, sorry.
Give me a dex check.
Give me a fucking dex. Off the back of a fucking natural 20. I'm terrible at everything.
You fall flat.
Actually, I think I'm already meant to be tired. Hang on. I'll give you another one just to see if it'll get worse. Nah, take the first one.
Alright, cool. So you land flat on your back. You'll be knocked out of here.
At least you're up there.
Right.
And as soon as I get to the bottom, I'll
wind
just start
yourself on
climbing.
a soft dune cover. Yep, cool. So you climb up. Right, Nath, you are now, correction, Butcher, you are now on top of the bed at this stage. And throw me a perception check, please.
Another really strong roll for me. Can I try and persuade whatever is happening into my mind? There you go. Natural 20.
Damn.
Awesome. Don't forget you've got those binoculars as well, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you roll a natural 20. So you are scanning the bed covers there. And as you are casting your gaze over the ruffled covers there, you notice one of the patches in this patchwork quilt has a somewhat reflective shimmer to it.
Ooh.
And it's about 30 to 40 feet away from you.
It's important if it's 30 or 40.
Okay, it's 30.
I run up to it, and I'm 5 feet away from it,
Mm-hmm.
and I look angry at it. Because that's all I've got. I'm
Okay.
25 feet.
So,
Dwarf.
all right. Ready at this stage, you have now summited the bedpost and made your way to the foot of the bed. You're about 30 feet away from the butcher, who is staring intently at this section of patchwork quilt.
I feel.
Cutscene back to Theodore and Chip. What are you guys doing at the moment?
Booking it.
You're booking it? Okay.
Running.
So you're running across the floor.
Here he comes to
Legging
save
it.
the day again.
Yep.
Last minute, he'll come in and just slap it and kill it.
Ha ha ha!
Okay, you guys are just about to reach the bottom of the bed at this stage. Cutting back to Butcher at this stage. So you are staring down, just glaring at this somewhat reflective or shimmering patch in the quilt there.
Oi,
And
I was supposed to beat the shit out of it.
yeah, and you're staring down at this thing, and it this yellow, just slack-lidded eye just looks up at you from this patchwork.
Oh, I'll absolutely hit that with my
Okay.
with my cheeky steel chair.
Go for it.
19.
That definitely hits,
And an 11.
and the 11 misses. Okay, so your first hit.
Motherfucker, that's annoying.
Your first hit comes down clean and just smashes straight onto this slight eyeball that you can see amongst the quilt cover there. You hear a painful screech, and this thing just explodes out in a just shower of tentacles and slovenly flesh from the
Mate, get
quilt
fucked,
cover
mate.
where it was hiding. It immediately splits into two halves again, each one a mirror image of the last, and it will lash out at you, Nathan. Fucking butcher.
Who's Nathan?
Shut up.
As you lash out at me, I sort of like look back. As it sort of splits, I'll look back to Reddy, and I'll be like, "This thing did this before. I've already split it into like 3 different types. It just gets smaller and smaller." I'm like, you know,
Yeah. So the first one hits, and it will deal you 9 points of damage. At the same time, it is going to attack with its beak, and that hits as well with 6 points of damage. The second half of this monstrosity somewhat ignores you, and it starts
fuck you.
backing away, heading towards the head of the bed, where Cecilia still lies sleeping.
Fuck you. Come back here. I'll fight you.
I'll find it.
And at this stage, Reddy, what are you doing?
Alright, I am going to encapsulate a fearsome aura. So I quickly put on like some Mongolian throat singing death metal to really kind of create this vibe as I'm clacking my Lego knuckle dusters together. And I cast Bane on them, so they get to make a charisma saving throw, both of them, or if they're classed as one of them. Its DC is that can't be right.
So it's
It's
charisma is 5 minus 3. So
well, it's got to get 13 or better.
okay,
to
so
pass.
I'll roll a d20, and it does not.
All right, so both of them, or it, anytime it rolls an attack roll or a saving throw, you need to reduce it by 1d4. Each attack, each saving throw. And I'll go moving 30 feet. Well, I basically come running up next to Butcher.
Yep, cool. Okay, so at this stage, Butcher, it is your turn to attack.
Yeah, and I will. I'll fucking keep hitting it with my steel chair.
You do that.
Yeah, 12.
No,
That was
that misses.
Yeah, I'll just swing past him. I've done this before. I know this is going to miss.
Yeah.
And then I build the shit out of my second one.
Yes, and
I could sweat a bit.
Yep, so the creature shrieks in pain, recoils somewhat, and it just starts dribbling away, like its form just starts melting almost. And it just becomes this turgid pool of just pus and off
You're
milk
fucking gross.
that seeps down in through the fibers of the cover.
Oh.
You see the other half of this creature, though, is still making its way squid-like towards Cecilia.
All right. Well, I'll waddle my way that way. Yes.
Okay. So at this stage, Reddy joins you, and you both head off together at this stage after the creature. We'll go to Chip and Teddy now. You have reached the bottom of the bed. How are you getting up on top of the bed?
Is there any of the pins anywhere on the ground that I could pick up?
Yes, there are 2 pins there, but if you look to your left, you'll notice that the pillows are still somewhat stacked up next to the bed that you could use as a means of getting.
Oh, even better. I run over there. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Yep, and you vault the stairs one at a time.
Terrible.
Teddy,
I'll go straight up after him then.
very good. I need the sound effects, please.
That's it. just
Okay, very well. You are making your way up to the head of the bed.
Wait.
You finally reach the mattress, and you see Cecilia's big, just blonde ringed face with all her hair and mess over her eyes and all that sort of stuff. She's still sleeping with a pleasant sort of smirk on her face, but she sort of starts to grow a bit uneasy in her sleep, and she starts to sort of shiver, almost like a chill is running up her spine. You look to your right, and you see this just horrible-looking fiend crawling up now over the bottom of her feet, under the covers there. It's on top of the covers, but her feet are under, and you can just see it start climbing the makeshift mounds of her body and start moving along towards her face.
I throw my hammer at it.
Okay.
That's it. Immediate. Sorry, I am looking for something important because it is critical to. Because you said sound effects.
Sure.
There we go. Okay, first of all, I need to roll to hit. And now it doesn't want to do it. Come on. Sorry, I'm arguing with my mouse. I throw my hammer at it.
That most definitely hits, and you deal 4 points of bludgeoning damage to its grotesque faceless face.
And as the hammer hits it, you hear, "Oh, no, he ate it! He ate the squeaker! Little bastard man." Ah, here we go. That's better.
There we go.
As the hammer hits it.
Yeah, awesome. Give yourself an inspiration for that one.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Yeah, so
definitely
this thing-
wanted it to be a squeaky
This
hammer.
thing gets smashed in the face with this squeaky hammer. It somewhat compresses into its face a little bit, and it sort of like farts its way in. Chip.
Yeah, I am going to pull out my spare arm. I'm going to bend it and fashion it into a bow.
Yep.
And I'm going to fire.
Very well.
Hit it.
Far away. This thing is still coming towards Cecilia.
Average.
Yes, your shot misses and flies over its back.
God damn it!
At this stage, you see the creature. It sort of stops in its place. You see it shivering and shaking, and the spines on its back just start sort of rattling together like hay stalks in a strong wind. Just and it sort of like lowers its head slightly, and one of the spikes shoots out and flies towards you.
Better at flying water.
It hits.
Don't forget the minus
this
1d4.
green- Oh, that's right. Sorry, minus 1d4. Your AC was 16. That actually misses. Correction to my last. So you see this this like yellow and greenish barb, just jagged looking thing, just scoot past your face and digs into the bedhead.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Actually,
No,
she's
good.
Jewish.
At this stage, Butcher and
Boy.
Reddy, you two have finally caught up with this creature now that it had stopped to launch an attack, a ranged attack, if you will, at the other two at the head of the bed now. And you're all sort of just meeting it in the middle now.
I'm still either gotta blame Billy or Ken. It's one of their faults.
I blame Ken.
Probably. So what's it doing? Has it actually grabbed a hold of it yet, or?
Well, it's like up on top of the covers and it's heading towards her face. So it's probably right now. It'll be about just below her rib cage.
All right. If I can, unless old Butch wants to go first, I'm just going to run up and try and grapple it.
You go ahead and do that, and I'll take it.
Well,
I'll take it from there.
yeah, you're going to do
You
much.
put it in a headlock. And
You're going to
he
do
can
much
run.
better in that scenario than I will. So I'll just try to pin it.
You'd think that, but we'll see what happens.
Kong! Ah! Ken?
Right, so let's get you to roll an athletics.
11.
As you reach for this thing,
Get
you feel
your
it.
hands off her, you bitch!
You feel it sort of compress and then expand in opposite directions, and just sort of like you've just squeezed a bag of like a water balloon,
Yeah.
And it just shifts and de-shapifies and all that sort of stuff. And it is going to, with one of its tentacles now, now that it senses you there, it will... Actually, sorry, because you are to its back, you will get an advantage. Will you not? Because...
Oh, well, if it's not paid... Doesn't matter.
Because it was focused forward.
Yeah, look, if I wasn't paying attention, sure, but I rolled a 7, so nah.
Okay, cool. So we'll move on. So yeah, so you grab it. It water balloons its way out, and it lashes out at you with one of its tentacles protruding from its rear.
Still at minus 1d4.
And it misses just a reflex attack out the back there. Just
No! I don't like this thing.
okay. At this stage, Butcher,
Hey,
what would you like to do?
I can fucking hit it.
Swing away, Meryl.
I don't know who Meryl is. My name's Butcher. It's all right.
It's a quote from an awesome movie.
It's a quote from Signs.
I would like to... I don't think there's much else I can do. I would like to... I would like to recklessly attack, giving myself advantage to hit, but also giving you advantage to hit me. But that's not the point. Let's go. Whoosh. 17.
You hit and you deal 12 points of damage. The creature reeks. It bubbles, it broils from within, and again, as you saw previously, it melts into the covers.
Yep. It melted into the cover, so it's not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just gross.
I'm just going to hit the covers because I got a second attack to do. So I'll just do that. I'm still raging. I'm fucking angry.
My question is this why kids wet the bed?
Don't spoil my story.
Sorry.
So did you swing again? Yes, you did. Yep. So you strike the bed covers, and you hear from underneath the covers there as Cecilia starts to wake. Okay, so you all go limp, yes?
Well, the other creature, like,
over to where I was.
Butcher's taken out both of them, hasn't he?
Yes.
The threat's gone. Yeah,
Threat
I
is
just
gone.
sort of like duck and roll and
fucking
casually roll off the bed.
So angry.
Yeah. Okay, so you all dissipate. You flop off the bed. You run back to your position next to her and below. You're down on the floor behind the just below the bed there, and the night light just comes back on and illuminates the room just slightly with a nice little golden sort of amber glow. Cecilia sort of springs up, awake in her bed. Just oh, she grips up Teddy and holds him close. So, I had the scariest dream. And then she looks down and she sees the wet patch. She sees the wet patch in the covers, and her little head drops. Mommy!
Oh, fuck.
Mom! I wet the bed.
God damn it.
And at that point, the mother comes inside the room. The light gets turned on. She sort of, brushes you guys aside off the floor there. I thought I cleaned these up ages ago. She comes in. She sees the wet patch on the bed. Oh, Cecilia, honey, that stinks. Okay. Out you come. Let's go get you cleaned off. She takes her away. Long story short, she cleans her off. She gets her into new pajamas, changes the sheets over, etc. And then
Tries to figure out why the wet patch is on the chest.
and then at this stage, she's returned. She's put all the bed back together again and puts Cecilia back in her bed. Thankfully, it didn't go through the mattress or anything like that. Kisses her goodnight, and soon enough, you find Cecilia has fallen asleep again.
Man,
and
it's bounced back.
Teddy, at this time, you are still in her arms, cuddled tight under the blankets there. The rest of you find yourselves on the floor. You find yourselves on the floor, just at the foot of the bed there. And
I'm gonna.
what would you like to do?
When she falls asleep, I want to put my sword underneath me so that I can't get comfy.
Okay, you do that.
I'm
at daytime.
going to meander quietly over to Butcher.
Mm-hmm.
Is Butcher still missing? How are you feeling? How are you feeling, Butcher?
I feel fucking numb. I feel like I've gone like 63 rounds with like the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, he's from the real WWF.
I like his streamers. Hold on a
So do
second.
I. But
And I
I
pull
don't have
out.
many. Yep.
I pull out one of my little paint pots and just start touching up some of his paint.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm having trouble because I've got like a decent brand paint and I can't quite match the knockoff paint. Oh, bugger it. Let's give him the last of my big heals. Whatever that is. 18.
Yep. So you re-heal 18 points.
Yeah, so like my body is looking schmicko, but I'm still fucking knackered.
Yep.
It's alright, Butch. Have a well-earned rest, whatever the fuck that was. Hopefully won't be back.
If it comes back, I'll be ready for it. But first things first, before I go and have a rest, I need to check in on fucking Ken. That prick fucking set us up. I reckon he's in cahoots with this thing.
Have I seen one of these things before?
Being a member of Ursa, you've kind of heard of this sort of stuff before, but never have physically seen one in the room before.
Yep. And these are, I imagine, external influences, definitely not like something can't bring it in sort of thing.
Not to your knowledge.
Well, this time I don't think Ken was involved, but I mean, Tell you what, let's give him one last warning, eh?
Boy, I'll go with you.
I'll come too.
Jesus Christ, always so
I'm
positive.
right
Jesus.
here.
Where the fuck did you come from?
I just sort of like glance up towards the bed. Can I see Teddy from here?
Sort of, yeah. You can sort of see like one of his paws just hanging over the side of the bed.
I just sort of like kind of posy up until I can see him and give him a wave.
Yep.
Comfy.
For fuck's sake. Theodore!
Yes.
Now he fucking is. Keep your eyes peeled. We should be safe.
That's what I'm doing.
Good. I'd give you the thumbs up, but I don't have a thumb. And we'll go see Ken. Oh, he's
Don't
gone.
either.
Okay.
He'll be back. It's all right.
Before you turn away there, you feel an ice cold wind that rushes around you, and your vision blots over the light. And you find yourself amongst the firelit confines of the cave of the three great bears. They stand above you on the granite shelf. Their eyes are still burning white hot. You see the brown bear in the center. He speaks, but as before, you hear all three voices in your head. Ready, Tuxpin, you scoundrel! How dare you allow your man cub to be endangered?
I failed to see we saved the day.
Never in 1,000 years has a member of the Order been so irresponsible with their mentee, their apprentice.
All right. If that's what you reckon, that's fine.
That is what we say.
Not denying it.
Stage, there is another flurry of ice wind, and Teddy, you are now standing in the cave as well. Theodore Braveheart, you.
Yeah, I know.
Very well done. You have. Never in 1,000 years have we seen anyone endanger their man cub on the first night. You slept first.
So comfy. I was so happy.
You, ready? Where were you? Asleep at the wheel as well.
With all due respect, this was not Theodore's fault.
I said silence. There's suddenly a bellowing growl from beside you, and you snap your head to the right, and you see the white bear. He's no longer atop this granite shelf. He's like instantly just right beside you, giant teeth bared, like centimeters from your furry face. Theodore, what say you in your defense, young soldier?
She hugged me. Nobody's done that before, and I felt really comfy, and I tried really hard to stay awake, but she's so nice to me.
You put your man cub in mortal peril.
I know! And
Comforts of a nap.
a knockoff wrestler saved her!
If not for the other toys jumping into the fray, young one, a task that I will add is not their mandate. I shudder to think what terrors she would have endured in the underbed.
Hey, that's in my favor. I didn't go under there, and I didn't let him go under there, right?
Don't be ashamed of yourself.
I am ashamed.
I just leaned over and put my big paw on Teddy's shoulder. If there's any fault to be had, the fault is with me. Again, this is Theodore's first night on the job. It's not his fault. If I am his trainer, then the fault is mine.
Well, and I look at the big
I kind of
bears.
pushed Teddy a bit harder.
But what were they?
Then you shall share the punishment, old man. The black bear emerges to your left. You feel its hot breath on your face. Do you know what happens to the bears whose cubs do not become full grown?
Who's he talking to? Sorry, I'm confused.
Both.
Oh, hang on, that's probably Nathan.
I have like 8 hours of life experience here.
The brown bear just sort of like stoops down on the shelf and sort of for somehow he's managed to stretch himself, or just he's that massive. His nose is basically touching the cotton of yours. You feel his hot breath in your face and it sort of clouds up with your little glass eyes. He goes, "They are buried in the ground with them, never seeing the light of day again, trapped in a tiny wooden box, watching the worms in the earth consume that which you failed to protect for the rest of your days."
Ready?
Theodore.
What does a heart attack feel like? Because I think I'm having one.
Well, first you need one, but it's probably along the lines of that. It's alright, Theodore. It's alright. It's going to be okay.
What was the thing?
I don't know. I've heard
Consider
stories.
yourselves warned.
I thought
We will not submit a second warning.
Probably not, I minimum.
it'd be something like the brothers' toys. You know?
If
Or
you fail your ward again, Theodore, and ready, we cannot be held responsible for what happens to you. In the meantime, remain by her side and stay vigilant.
Of
Remember,
course.
of course, look what happened. Once the door has been opened to the up floor, the fiends of Underbed will stop at nothing to steal their prize from you. Go now. Protect Cecilia. Or don't come back.
And as we start to fade out, I'm just like, have a nice day.
hey, ready? Where?
Oh no, we're fine. Just don't worry too much about those assholes. I forgot that they can be a bit bitchy.
I heard that.
Yep, probably. Wasn't trying to hide it. It's alright. They're a cranky lot, you see. Very cranky, but that's okay. Alright, well, I'll be honest with you, Theodore. I've not seen that before. I don't know what it was. Not a clue.
It was freaky.
It was. I don't know. Oh, turn it up his back, and I've got to fix all the screens.
And
Hold on. Oops, wrong button. Hold on. How are we looking? Nope. There, we're back.
So while we're waiting there, so you guys hear the echo of three bears in your ears, their warnings, their proclamations, basically telling you don't fuck up again, or we can't be held responsible for what happens to you. Remember that once the door opens to up floor from Underbed, they'll stop at nothing. And at this stage, I'm sure everyone's feeling pretty haggard from the night. Long day.
Already asleep.
Yeah. Butcher is already asleep at this stage, and so is returned back to Playtime Alley, and has once again joined Barbie in the bed. at the milk bar. Yourself, Teddy, you curl back up under the covers with your child.
Again, laying on
and-
my sword.
Yep, you're laying on your sword, so you're not really sleeping or anything like that, but your eyes do kind of glaze over a little bit, just as
I
you
wish
sort
I
of
could pinch
you-
myself, but
like
mittens.
you're resting, but you're not sleeping, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So for game mechanics wise, you have a long rest, just awake. Cool.
That's a good rest.
And yourself, Teddy, where are you going to lay your hat?
Well, Teddy's up in the bed, all curled up, resting on his sword. Reddy, on the other hand, is going to just be like sitting up on the shelf, so he's got a good view of everything. Actually, no, I'll patrol the room, muttering about how the three bears are dickheads.
Very well. So you do this throughout the night, and you see the first rays of dawn start peering in and creeping over the windowsill.
Need a coffee.
So morning comes, people wake up, the house is bustling, kids are rushing about, trying to get ready for school, etc. After a while, you find the house is silent, kids have left the house, mum and dad have left the house for work, and you guys are alone in the house yet again.
Well.
I feel heaps better.
Yep, definitely had better nights, though.
Wait. What the fuck was that under the bed?
No idea. Some sort of creature.
Oh, thanks for that.
No worries.
Good fucking source of info you are.
Theodore, what did you take from all of that?
I don't know why I was hired.
So easy. You're my replacement.
Well, yes, but I don't know why they picked me.
Also easy. You're a teddy bear.
There are plenty of us. They could have picked a smarter one.
I don't know about you, but I see lots of dolls.
Yes, but I meant they could have picked the smarter bear off the shelf.
Again,
Instead of
Theodore, how many other bears do you see around the room?
When they went to the shop to buy a bear, they could have picked any bear but me.
Right, but they didn't. They picked you, so here we are.
We're postponed.
Well,
Well, we're not boned. We're boneless, but
I suggest, don't, you need to keep that young enthusiasm. Don't lose it just yet. My advice for you is to look, if you keep Cecilia happy, who cares about the three old bears? Don't you worry about them, I'll deal with them.
they're like huge, big.
Yeah, but there are lots of cold wind.
But you're like, but you like, you're like a foot to them.
Yeah, but again, look, I have been here for a while, Theodore. I remember the hallway war of '89. It wasn't pleasant, and they weren't here to help. That was something else. So look, they're fine. They do what they do, and yes, we're here to protect. But again, it's Cecilia. You look after her, and everything will be okay.
Then what do the big bears do if they don't help
Wow.
in the hallway war?
Well, it's to do with Cecilia in the room. It's complicated. All I can say is, Billy.
Can we just put a whole bunch of suitcases under the bed? Pack it up so nothing can come out?
It's worth a try. I mean, I don't know.
Like that doll toy who was missing an eye, so they had blue tack in it.
Maybe.
We'll just
I do know a chap that's good at putting things in things. He might know a thing or two about cases. Hey, Chip.
What a segue.
To the stage that Chip sort of exits Playtime Alley, readjusting his parts pieces.
I will call you.
No, I won't.
There he is.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chip. Good night.
It was great.
Awesome. So we're thinking about trying to fill some space under the bed. And you know a thing or two about containers.
What do you mean?
Well, you are one.
How fucking dare you? I am a potato.
No disrespect there, Chip. But you've got you open like a case, isn't it the same thing?
Not even close.
My bad. Well, he woke up on the wrong side of bed. Well,
I want to know what's back there now.
Well, it's a case that I store things in.
Wait, so it is a case?
No.
But what? Is this what?
Anyway, what's the question?
Theodore, is this what a brain aneurysm feels like? We're thinking of trying to put extra things under the bed to block it up, so to speak.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna put under there?
Well, Theodore thought cases?
Suitcases?
Possibly. But
I've got it! A whole bunch of blue tack and hot glue guns. We'll hot glue the bed up.
I'm all for hot glue guns.
Where the fuck are you going to get hot glue from?
Also,
I'm with a potato. What the fuck are you guys on about?
We're trying to think about sealing up under the bed.
Meanwhile, I'm gearing up proper.
Yeah.
Like I'm making sure my steel chair's work and my microphone's out. Just testing myself. I've got the reaction to get it out and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready.
He's someone who could benefit from having a hot glue gun for a weapon.
And it's at this stage, while you guys are discussing all this and you're prepping yourself, you're like, yeah, that's a good one. Yep, that's a good one too. You hear just this whistling sound, like, and a suction cup dart sticks against the side of the door frame.
Can you, son of a bitch?
And You look and you see through the open door to an open door across the hall from you, which is Billy's room. And you see just at the other side of the doorway there, you see a couple of army men just beside the door frame, just disappear out of sight.
Hey, Reddy.
You do notice that attached to this suction cup dart, there is a note.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to that. I'm gonna hook it with my little dwarf legs up to that note. I want to see what this shit says.
Reddy.
Taking you in on alert in case of attack from army men. It's happened before, Ninjagos.
Yeah. So you take the note down, you unravel it, and you read the note. And the note says in big backwards crayon letters,
Fuck you,
I'm dyslexic.
Parlay in the hallway.
You got that crayon? Shit! Rick, get up here! Bring your fucking crayon!
Okay!
Running over.
Ha 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 ha!
Just hearing the plastic sound of those little cups.
I'll say, I'll wave everyone over. There's no here says that Billy's room wants a parlay. Remember last time that we did that? It's a fucking ambush.
Another note.
Fucking another one.
It's not an ambush.
I'll read the next one.
It's not an ambush this time.
This time.
Totally not an ambush. Winky face.
Hey, Reddy.
Yes, Theodore.
All man cubs have a bear, yes?
Yes.
So
Billy has a bear.
Sorry?
So Billy has a bear.
Yes, but I haven't seen his bear for a long time.
Was he a good bear?
From what I remember, yeah, he was alright. He was a bear. He just had a tough job.
Well, Billy's toys or anything to go by.
Yeah, they're bastards. Anyway.
I am mighty suspicious!
I would be too, but...
I'm gonna make new friends.
This note says it's totally not an ambush, so it should be alright.
And it's got a fucking winky face at the end. It's totally legit.
Yeah.
There's no winky face at the end.
Well, I put one on there with the crayon while they're talking.
I was organising an ambush. I was not an ambush.
Hey.
So give me a sleight of hand, Butcher.
I'd argue for religion over sleight of hand, but alright.
How would you set up an ambush, Chip?
Yeah, they see that you're writing it on there.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Because it's in different coloured crayon.
Yep.
If by chance I spot him before the others, I just like start doing jazz hands.
Just
because I'm not opposed to a cheeky planting of evidence.
I'm not.
You hear you hear a bugle call.
For fuck's sake.
At this stage, you hear the sound of like many footsteps, like a chorus of footsteps. Like something marching, like a large group of things marching, and you hear just in the distance as these 30 plastic army men with their singular base just sort of like come marching around the corner, they sort of they split into two sort of files, and they conduct a form, and then they end up forming like a horizontal rank, as it were, in front of the boys' bedroom door. One of them steps forward. He's a somewhat different-looking toy figurine. He isn't taking an action pose per se, but he's just sort of standing there with hands on hips. You can see he's got binoculars on his chest there and a little pistol on his hip, whereas everyone else just seems to have sort of squad automatic weapons and semi-auto.
I think it's really important here if we present a unified front. So we'll all walk over at the same speed together, and then we'll all arrive at the same time. Agreed?
I'm just gonna
Great.
casually grab a yo-yo off the ground and
Good.
sling it round my back as a makeshift shield.
Okay.
So we start walking over, but I need like 2 or 3 stops to catch my breath. I just wave at the big guy, whoever their captain or boss is over the other side. I just sort of wave to him and then just like.
Yeah, so the captain sort of steps out and he greets you in the middle of the hallway there. Mr. Tuxman, sir, are you ready to receive the colonel?
Sure.
I have your word, and you have mine, that nothing bad or untoward will happen during these parley proceedings. Sir!
Swivel to look at Butcher.
So he sort of looks across the faces of each of you, and he stops at Butcher, and he gives him sort of a...
You go fuck yourself.
And he turns around and heads back to the ranks. Return! Present! Arms! And all the toy soldiers snap to attention, and they present their rifles forwards. And you hear the captain yet again, "Make way for the colonel!" They sort of part slightly, hear this sort of mechanical noise. And around from the corner comes this action figurine. It's Soldier Man. He comes with real life leopard crawling wind up action. And you see this thing, and he's kind of like got a hinge where his waist is, and so he's been wound up at the back. There's a little knob at the back of him, and it's been wound up, you can tell. And as it's running, you just see his bottom half doing this, hinging, and it's actually propelling him along the ground, like he's just leopard crawling out to meet you. He reaches the forward line or forward rank of troops. And he sort of shoot.
Well, this is an awkward.
Captain! Oh, right you are, sir. Comes over. And he comes out into the middle of the hallway and he meets you there.
Fucking, I thought I was slow at moving. Jesus Christ.
Now, come on, Butcher. Let's not have that.
Oh, fuck this guy.
You can't see, but I'd be winking if I could blink.
Good morning, civilians.
Sorry, Colonel. What?
I said good morning, civilians. It's nice to be all upright and still in one piece.
For
Hey,
now.
good morning, Captain Dickhead. How are you?
Colonel.
Yeah, he's
Colonel
Butch.
Dickhead. Sorry, my accident, guys. My accident.
Listen, I'm here under the banner of Parley. Do you have a moment to talk?
I just quickly look around.
I guess so. I mean, I've got to go fuck up Ken in a second, but yeah, sure.
Look, I'm here to apologize for what happened yesterday with the ninja.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about? Why were they taking the Barbie?
To control sometimes. I'm sure you can understand having to deal with difficult members of your crew, and he just sort of looks over at you, Butcher.
Oh, on the contrary, we run a very tight ship here.
Look, they were upset that Cecilia seemed to be getting more toys. They thought it was a power play on her part, and so they reacted accordingly. However, they did so without my express permission. I just want to stress that. They moved on their own. They weren't sent.
Right. Well,
They lost their lives. You
that
understand
too.
that, right? You
So,
fuckers pull anything like this again.
Look, I'm sorry for the stress that they
Butcher
caused.
said that.
I've already arrested their leader and will be punishing him for the transgression.
I bet you let us punish him.
Butcher.
I don't think that's a smart idea.
Well, I mean, it would be a sign of good faith.
It would be a kind of good faith.
You're
I
all
mean,
mad.
it did happen in our room.
Yes, but if you'll remember, it was Butcher and the girl who started this whole mess between us.
So shite.
I don't think now's the time to be throwing blame around of who started what with who.
Well, I mean,
think now's the time for justice, Colonel. Don't you agree?
If I may, she snuck in to our boy's room.
God damn it.
Okay?
Not fucking
She
Barbie.
took Butcher away, called him ugly man. I would never do such a thing to one of my own toys, one of my men. She stole him away, and he never returned.
Stolen, defected. These are all words.
I am well aware that he defected. When he left, he had friends over here worried sick. And you did, Butcher. You did. You had friends here. Contrary to
assholes. Fucking assholes. The lot of them.
But when I sent a recon party out to try and find you and rescue you from her clutches, what do we find? You're sitting there having tea parties and cuddling with the enemy.
See, you see what they're doing here. This is what they do. They come here, they ask for a parlay, and then they insult us.
This is all sounding quite personal, Colonel.
It's not personal. It's just business.
Right,
Butcher,
well,
Butcher was one of us. He was a boy's toy, not a girl's toy. She
Well,
stole him.
A little
She didn't
sexist.
return him, and she brainwashed him. And then we look across the hall, and we see not only has he been brainwashed, but now he's running an underworld gig in Playtime Alley as your standover man, Tuxpin.
these
Don't be blind, sir.
these
Don't be blind.
these are very wild accusations he's throwing around, and I won't hear anybody's good name tarnished, mine or yours. I just think we've got to be respectful of the boundaries,
Look, we don't want a war between us.
and neither do
No
I.
fight or harm another toy. It just goes against the writing on the box.
It does.
Hey.
So what
We want peace between the two rooms, Tuxpin.
what assurances can we have that this won't happen again?
As long as you keep your rat out of our territory, we'll stay out of yours.
But they came into our territory, Colonel.
Because I told you that was an unsanctioned move by a radical group.
So what are you going to do to make sure it doesn't happen again?
Like I said, I've already arrested their leader.
I think we need a bit more than that.
What would you have me do, Tuxpin?
Hand him over to us.
Out of the question.
We'll just put him in jail. He can spend some time over here, 30 days. No more, no less.
We could Do you think we
I
can
am
just
not handing over another of my boys' toys to you
could
or
we
any
just
of that room.
talk to them here
You
in the
all-
hallway?
I won't
If-
even entertain the idea of giving him over to you until you entertain the idea of giving back our boy's bear.
What?
You can
Okay.
keep Butcher. We want our bear back.
Where? What?
It's
Ready?
also not going to happen. You're asking a lot of demands for somebody that is in
Sure,
no.
you can understand this request, Tuxpin.
Ready?
You know how defenseless our boy's room is without a bear.
Colonel,
We were visited from Underbed.
as were we.
I lost 20 good men fighting it off.
And you know what happened to us? We lost none, and I fucked it up.
God damn
Single
it.
fucking handedly.
God
Imagine if you had me over there.
damn
Just
it.
lean
You'd be
over and
fucking set.
smack.
God damn you, Butcher!
Just a solid whack with the back of my paw.
Which, by the by the height comparison, just probably turns out to like a reaffirming pat on the shoulder. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah.
I mean,
So he looks up at
I'm
you.
thinking
He's
of a
starting
bear
to-
about yay big.
He looks up at you. He's starting to get real angry with the situation now. Like, he's adamant that you guys somehow have the boy's teddy bear.
I
wanted to meet him. Where? I haven't met any other bear besides Reddy.
have
I mean-
not seen him for a long time.
And I'm no teddy bear.
I
What's
presume
fucking strong?
he was put away in the cupboard.
We checked the cupboards. He's not there. He's not in any other room in the house, which leaves your girl's bedroom.
Well, you have my word, it's not in her room.
And where is he? Hmm? Where is...
Mr. Tuxpin,
Yes, Theodore.
is there a basement? Or an attic?
An attic? Yes, I don't know about a basement. No attic? No attic.
How old's Billy?
At least
Sorry, 10?
10. We've only got one more year to go, and then Underbed leaves him alone. But we won't make it through another year without our bear. We need Bugsy.
Bugsy. I say good luck to you.
Come on, Butcher. Even an asshole like yourself doesn't want to see a good kid go down for no reason.
I think you just need to try harder. I mean,
Another
really,
snack?
we haven't seen the bear. We haven't seen Bugsy anywhere. But still, the most important thing is you should be handing over that Ninjago leader to us to deal with, and then we might help you in your quest for the bear.
I will do no such thing until we get Bugsy back.
Then we're not going to help you get Bugsy.
What did
Unless you get
Bugsy
the
look
leader of the
How do you
Ninjago.
get Bugsy? You have Bugsy. He's
We
in
don't
that
got him.
room. I know it. I feel it in my plastic.
Alright, how about you come in here by yourself? We'll have a look.
Very well. Can you wind me up?
All
Captain?
these guys stay here.
Yes. Captain, maintain your post. If I'm not back by tomorrow, unleash hell.
He does do that very well.
Look at the little fella go.
He crawls in past the doorway there into the room.
I'm just gonna walk by his shoulder. Giving him
Yeah.
space, but just
Yeah. So, you're the new toy, are you?
I've been here for ages.
Shut up!
believe me, sir, I've been thinking that for a while already.
That's right. Well, while Theodore is giving the colonel a good escort, I'm just like quickly running around hiding any contraband I see. Jesus, hide the sugar. Shit, where's that soda? Get rid of that. Fucking hell.
Yeah, so you guys are making your way across the floor there. He's looking around. You know, what's over there? What's up? What's in that chest? Open the chest.
You open the chest.
Get up there and do it yourself, big man.
No, we've got nothing to
Yeah,
hide.
I'm gonna open the
He goes up
chest
and
for him.
somehow he's pulling himself up. You know,
That's right.
he's-
We do it.
Yeah, open up the chest. Has a look through. Doesn't find anything.
What did he look like?
Shelves over there.
Yeah, what did he look like? What did that asshole look like?
Dude,
Remind me.
Tuxpin. He was grey and
Tuxman, he's
small.
just over there.
What?
Talking about Bugsy.
That's what I'm talking about. Tuxpin should remember him. He was grey,
Technically, I should
Sure.
remember him.
stocky. And he had sort of big fat legs, but really long ears. Sort of flowed down to the back of him.
was
You sure he wasn't a rabbit?
rabbit?
Sounds like a rabbit.
I don't know what that was. He was our boy's protector.
Sounds like a fucking rabbit to me.
I'm not leaving this room. Damn it, you got me talking. I'm not leaving this room until I find him.
So, that's fine, Colonel. We'll put you up in the bloody hotel over there. We'll get your quarters sorted out because she'll be here for a while.
He goes over, he checks all the shelves, he checks behind the toy box, you know, walking through, crawling through, sorry, the through Playtime Alley, all the different little establishments there, you know, checks in at the milk bar. He checks in at Doc Ops. He stops in at the little craft nook and notices like the bits box off in the corner where all the random weapons and
Shouting Bugsy's name as we go.
shouting Bugsy, Bugsy, where are you? Phone and all that sort of stuff. Billy needs you. Come on, man, where are you? And eventually he makes his way all the way around this room, but the only place he hasn't checked is under the bed. And he looks at it,
Oh yeah, go under there. That'd be fun.
steals himself a bit.
Wait. And I'll go over to the craft box. Or the bits box. And you see me rattle like mad. I come back with one of those little like glowworms.
Mm-hmm.
And like a handful of glow sticks and just crack them.
Yep.
Give him a good shake. Little gummy glowworm.
So you go up. He goes up to the edge of the underbed area there, and he has a look through into the darkness.
Hey,
Anyone coming?
sir, is it safe at daytime?
Of course, it's safe in the daytime.
We have a rule, Colonel. We tend to not go under the bed at all.
What if Bugsy's under there, Captain?
You're all cowards.
Wrong game, not a captain.
Verbal tech, yeah, I'm going with him.
Ah! I put my hand on Theodore's shoulder.
Throw the glow sticks out under the bed.
Yep.
Trying to
so
light up
sit
the
there
area.
under the bed, and you see dimly lit from either side. You see him just sort of under the bed there amongst these massive piles of dust and little socks and stuff like that.
Go get the Etch-a-Sketch! Somebody needs to record this! We need evidence!
Shit. Oh,
you
good one.
Soon is from your view. It's quite dark in the shadows under the bed there. But you see this tiny little glow just moving as he's.
I am going to.
Hold it out to him.
I'm
Yep.
going to.
Hopefully he'll connect it. Please attach it!
Okay. You feel 2 tugs on it.
Tuck back.
I don't really mind if you don't touch it.
Backspin, you're the one who's going to help me hold this. Not Butcher.
Hold on, my computer has just
And
booked itself.
oh, it's just so quiet.
I know we're back.
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
For a while there, it's just so quiet in the room. There's nothing.
well, Chip.
Yes.
Damn it.
Let's check this.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Dex?
These tools, Dex, or
Yeah.
These tools give you proficiency.
I'll try. I don't know if it'll work or not.
You back, Addy?
Yeah, mate.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep, so you managed to unlock the door there.
Yep.
And the door opens.
I have a bit of a look.
Yep.
Can't see anyone.
Yeah, it's just an empty kitchenette sort of thing.
Cool. I shuffle in.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I just make my way through, probably back towards the front door.
Yep, you do that.
Don't see anyone on the way.
No. As far as you can
Alright.
tell, the house is empty. Well, the bottom floor is empty.
Cool. I will push the front door open,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess I turn around and I'll go up the stairs.
Okay, cool. Butcher, do you follow?
Yeah. I'll make my way in.
Yep.
Having a sus.
Cool. So you both go in, you go head upstairs, and you're skimming through the rooms. You know, there's a little gym with a punching bag and a bloody treadmill and stuff like that. There's a room for the dogs, which are no longer in the premises. There's, entire rooms dedicated to shoes and outfits and all this other piss. And then you come to the master bedroom. You see the sheets are still a mess from the night prior. There's, there's like sort of sweat patches and stuff like that still on the mattress from where the party was happening. You see this little record player is still spinning, but no music's coming out because the needle's finished its run on the record.
Sorry, where are we?
Ken's house.
Okay.
Barbie's.
Let's go through his shit.
Here.
Doesn't matter if he's here or not. We've just got to get evidence against him because he's a piece of shite. So let's look around. Let's see if we can find any Raggedy Ann threads or something. Can we investigate or something? Fucking just find some dirt on him or any sort of because can it be the sort of dude who'd make diary entries or something?
You find a cell phone amongst his underwear drawer.
Here we go. Let's have a sus.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. It's password locked at the moment. It is. It is
just
a.
KEN or something.
It's a 5-letter word. Think about how. Think about the mentality of Ken. Very vain, very image obsessed sort of person. Likes the ladies. Somewhat man-child sort of attitude towards things. Has been known to cheat.
Has been known to what?
Has been known to cheat. You've witnessed him cheating on Barbie.
It'll be something super vain, I don't know.
I think of a 5 fucking letter word.
It is a plural of something, I'll give you that.
Like babes or something like that.
The boobs?
You type in boobs.
Yep.
Phone unlocks.
Nice.
What a dickhead!
What a first try. What a fucking idiot.
Alright, so the phone unlocks and you go straight into the pictures. The pictures folder, the camera folder.
Yep.
For the first few photos, you're flipping through, and it's just a couple of, dickish selfies, pop collars and nightclubs and stuff like that, and duck face and that sort of shit. And then you get to a couple of darker sort of images. You can't really quite make them out, and then you start to realise, hang on, flip the phone upside down, and all of a sudden you are seeing lots and lots of nudes. And it is not just of Ken.
Oh, who else is in there?
Raggedy Ann. What else? The brunette Barbie doll figurine. There's a. I was trying to think of girls' toys now. There's a She-Ra. There's the Thundercats chick. What's her name?
Chitara.
Chitara. She's in there as well. It's just a big orgy.
They're all in there at the same time.
In one of the photos, yeah. Where does the third one go?
Where's the Colonel doing during all this? Is he still in
Yes.
bed?
Cutscene back to to Teddy and Reddy. So, Reddy, for your benefit, the Colonel has re-emerged from under the bed and he's holding a severed rabbit or stuffed rabbit ear in both hands and looking up at you guys. What have you done?
I start screaming.
I just... Theodore, calm yourself.
That's an ear!
I look at it. Does it look like his ear from what I remember?
It's his ear.
Is it torn off?
Yes.
Well,
Kind of somewhat distinctive sort of rings running up and down his ear. You recall seeing similar sort of wounds on Butcher when we hit him after the attack last night.
well, Theodore, I really wish this was the first time I hold a body limb in my hands. So, seems we have a bit of a situation.
Damn right we do. Captain!
Was it the thing under the bed?
It was this thing under the bed. It was the same bite marks that Butcher had on him.
What was he doing in this room? Why was his ear in this room?
Colonel, you really need to move above wild accusations. Does it look
No,
like...
I can't do that. I'm floorbound.
Do you think...
Hey,
Do you think I have the answer?
is it all connected under there?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been.
We don't go under the bed. That's the rule.
I know. Why would he go under the... Do the rabbits have different rules?
We're all the same. If you're a protector, you're a protector.
So why did he go under...
Probably gonna regret doing this. Does Teddy still have his house in Billy's room?
Say again?
Does Teddy still have his house in Billy's room?
Sure.
When was
Teddy?
sorry, Bugsy. Sorry.
Oh, I'll get you now. Yep.
Sorry.
Of course he does.
May we come over to have a look? Because clearly you've missed something.
I've missed something. You're the ones that missed something. That bear was under your bed for God knows how long.
For reasons
More from him.
Colonel, Do you know everything that happens in
Why
your...
don't you go in there and have a look for yourself?
The golden
I'll see you where I
rule,
am.
Colonel. We don't go under the bed.
I just went under the bed. I'm fine.
So,
Fucking setup.
do you know everything that goes on in Billy's room, Colonel?
Of course, it's my job.
As it is mine, and I don't know why Bugsy was here, let alone how long he's been here. So that does worry me somewhat, and I'm hoping that there's a clue in his room as to why he would break the rule.
Why did he do that?
I don't know, Theodore.
You allowed only one of Billy's toys into this room to conduct the search. Therefore, only one of you will get to come over to Billy's room.
Not it.
Chip?
I mean, you're faster.
They're
I
off
mean,
it.
I'm faster, but you know more.
Let's just say that my eyes are not what they once were.
If I may, Tuxpin, I suggest the young bear. It doesn't have a history with the other toys. It's not going to pose a threat as such when it walks in through the door. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree.
I mean, surely it's a better choice than Butcher or Chip.
Butcher's not a good choice at all.
Have
Butcher's a great choice, depending on what kind of outcome you want.
As I say, they both have a colorful history with the toys from Billy's room. Butcher, we already know about, and then I'm sure you're well aware of Chip's nocturnal exploits.
Again, Chip, if I could wink, I'd be giving you a good wink right now. I can't even give the thumbs up in approval either. Shit! Alright, Colonel. I need to prepare Theodore. We will meet you in the hallway momentarily. And I get him a box for Bugsy's ear. For a little bit of decorum.
So he takes the box under one arm and he's back out into the hallway to his own room.
Alright. Chip?
Am I here or am I still in Ken's house?
No, you're still in Ken's.
Shit, we need to find Chip. We hoof it to Ken's house.
Right, you're there. You meet up with each other. That was him knocking, by the way.
Oh shit! Someone's
Fucking
at the
back.
door!
Shit can it. Quick, grab all his shit.
Fucking go!
I open the door.
You guys grab all the shit that you can. You're just stuffing everything into your nooks and
Stuff
crannies.
all in a chip. Whatever we can find, we stuff in a chip.
You're just piling all this shit like bed sheets and pillowcases.
My eyes and ears are like poking out.
There's a lamp just getting shoved up his butt.
Hello?
Quick,
What did you do to it? He sounds
make a break for it.
Butcher.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Chip!
How does he know we're here?
I don't know! Fucking move it!
So you guys just book it down the stairs there, and as you're coming down the stairs, you realise that it's actually Reddy and Teddy.
Oh! What are you doing here?
As you're coming down the stairs as well, you sound like a pocket full of change. Just
You scared the shit out of us!
My bad, boys. It's
I
alright.
just jumped from second story.
Just sit down for a minute. There's been a bit of a turn in events. turns out Bugsy was, he went under the bed. We
I
found
didn't
his,
know that.
Dickhead.
we
What
found
did he
his,
do that for?
Oh, you went under there. But you told us never to go under
oh,
there.
I didn't go under
We
there.
didn't
I'm
go
not
under there.
dumb.
Well, who went under there?
The Colonel. Unfortunately, he came back.
Oh. You know he's a master of espionage. He could have fucking planted that.
Sounds like what he would do.
Wouldn't surprise me. But,
And I bet you his next plan is to send one of us over there.
well, actually,
I bet you it's the new bear as well.
that was
I've seen it all before.
that was my idea.
I don't care. Like, no way. No way.
So, we're gonna send Theodore over there to have a dig.
Alright, it was nice meeting you.
But
See you next lifetime.
I think that he shouldn't go alone.
Oh, of course not. That'd be suicide.
Chip,
That's all right. Yes. It's at this stage that my flap kind of pops open and all of this stuff just starts pouring out of me.
Get together with you.
I see you've been to Zephyrs. Anyway,
Never mind that.
have you got a spare set of eyes, ears, and lips?
As a matter of fact, I do. And I keep like pulling all this shit out of me until I get to my own stuff.
Yep. We does Ken have like a bag kicking around here?
Yeah, you find like a small backpack.
I pull the backpack out of the potato. Like this one? Oh,
Yeah,
there you
just
go.
like that. Thanks, Butch. And we
Full-
put
Full bedazzled.
chips, spare eyes, an ear,
Yes.
and a set of lips in there. So, Theodore, don't lose this backpack.
Okay.
And when you're over there, you need to start thinking out loud.
I take my lips out of my head, and I say, like I kind of cover them up, put them, just kind of hide them, and I say, "I'm in the bag." And it kind of sounds like I'm.
So if you need help,
That's terrifying.
in an emergency,
Isn't it though?
Chip will give you a secret code word. What's the secret code word, Chip?
Boobs.
Boots.
Sure.
So just say the word and we'll come running. But also make sure that Chip can see what's going on too.
Okay.
And basically you're going to be looking for anything that might tell us why Bugsy came over.
I can do that.
It's a fucking setup, I'm telling you.
No, I know it probably is, but still, I don't...
Oh. I've known you for less than 24 hours. You're okay. But I won't miss you too much.
Don't
Ow.
worry, Theodore. I believe in you. You'll be fine.
Yeah. You'll probably be fine.
Just don't take any of the Colonel's shit. He's a bit of a blowhard. Wind
Yeah, I
hard.
see.
I don't know.
And so
Go
with
ahead.
that, we'll give a, good on you chap, sort of pat on the bum and spin him around and send him off towards the doorway there. And Theodore, you're walking across the carpet. You're a little bit nervous still. You're clutching that bag nice and tight to the chest at the moment.
I'll walk him all
You're
the way up.
smashing my eyeballs.
I walk him all the way up to
Theodore.
police.
No
Right.
way.
With every step.
You see, and that's why. That's why he's fucked. There is no way they're gonna eat him alive.
Looks like
And-
a kid on the first day to school, you know.
Yeah,
He thinks he's going for a great time.
Jesus Christ! Are you seeing this?
And so
Anyone?
you make it into the hallway there, and you see the line of troops are still there. The colonel's there. They're having like this little solemn moment over this cardboard box. They're all crying. They're all sort of standing around. A couple of the army men are like, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't sign up for this shit. The colonel just sort of like spins. Right, you ready to go?
By the
Yeah,
way,
where are we
I've
going?
definitely wrapped
Fuck you, butcher!
Fuck you!
the spare pair of Mr. Potato Head lips. I have definitely wrapped them up because he's already talking to make sure nothing comes up at an inopportune time.
And from there,
Don't want to be murdered.
after you, young one. And then army men sort of form like this little corridor for you, and you start walking down through the rank and file, and you enter Billy's room, and that is where we'll leave it tonight.
Good for you, mate.
Okie dokie.
Good one.
Good game.
Oh man.
So, if you would like to message me through on the Roll20 chat your votes for the Role Player Award for tonight, and if anyone's left in the chat on Twitch, send it through your vote for the fan votes to see who was the best role player.
Why does Potato know thieves' tools?
As a rogue.
I am a rogue.
Paperclip,
Ah,
pin, extra hand.
That was my hands. I pushed a finger up.
Love it.
Okay, well, straight away the votes are in for the player vote, and it is a landslide win. Drum roll, please.
That's my
Shit.
shitty plastic drum.
Congratulations.
sorry, I woke you, buddy.
Find yourself a inspiration. And are there any more coming from the chat?
Nah,
Take,
just the one from before.
Which was?
Right.
Was it for Chip as well?
Yeah. Jimmy
So we'll
voted
give
for
that
Chip.
Chip as well from Jim Jam Hefe.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, Hefe.
Yeah,
Jeff voted for Chip.
yeah. Jeff voted for Chip. So thanks for that, Jeff. And
Bye, Jeff.
you got yourself a second inspiration then.
Woo.
Well,
Thank you
That's it.
very much.
hopefully, you all enjoyed the game.
Of course.
Indeed, you do.
Cool.
Couple of
Hopefully, you
turns
guys
I didn't expect.
all enjoyed it as well. Tune in next week for another thrilling installment in the Underbed saga, a mini saga we'll call it. And that's about it. Catch us on our usual socials. We're on them all: Facebook, YouTube, Insta, Twits, all that sort of good stuff. We mostly just post memes up from the game, but you never know. We might actually get off our asses and do something else.
Maybe.
Well, we live busy lives. Anyway, that's it from us. We'll see you all next Monday, same bat time, same bat channel.
Be well.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Bye, guys.